Alright, let's do some Duckpin.
Hello and welcome to this Duckpin Bowling Challenge. Rob Stone and the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson, here with you. Welcome back to the Duckpin Challenge, where nothing comes easy.
Rob, these pins are stubborn. You're not knocking them down, you're negotiating with them.
Don't let the amateur status fool you. This bowler can play with the best. The question is whether they can do it under pressure. From rookie pro to a rising name on the national...
Why?
Wesley.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello?
Oh.
How do I sound? I got a new mic. Or a new headset, but this one's got a mic attached to it still. I'm using it at the moment. I think that's the one that's going through the Discord.
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good.
9 count there with just the 5 remaining. Now we'll try to convert here.
Finished up the podcast not too long ago.
Clean shot,
Did they do individual people again each time, or did they bring you all on at the same time?
It was individual this time. The rest of it, they just did the the final
Nasty split
not
there.
the final, but
Yeah,
they
it's tough,
had,
but it can be
since they were
converted by
talking, it
knocking
was
that
the
3-pin
normal
into the
show.
4
They
and
just
the
had
7
us on
on the other
individually,
side.
even though we
Tough,
was
but
all
not
there at the
impossible
same
shot.
time. And they just brought us up one by one, and that
6
was
pins
it.
down
So
after 2 balls.
yeah, they kind of did the intro and then just went into the O'Reilly stuff first. Then it started with third place, which was me. So because of how I finished with the stages and the race, RB had finished ahead of me by 2 points. So I mean that's fine. I honestly I didn't have that much to lose. I would have finished no worse than third in the championship.
Takes out
So
8 pins, leaving the 6 and 10.
yeah, so I mean, you know, it's
Do they still
just,
send you a trophy for top 3?
Good opportunity to pick up
Yeah.
this spare.
yeah. So yeah, I was supposed to get one for Arca. I hadn't got that one yet, so I think they were
Don't blink,
waiting to do it
don't
all
flinch.
at once.
Just line it up and knocked it down.
But yeah, should get 2, one for Arca and
Knocks down 7 pins
O'Reilly.
there.
So.
We'll try to clean it up here.
But yeah, it's they
Just the
had
one pin
X.
remains after
Jason
2
had
balls.
X say you know you're gonna be
Sometimes it's
you don't
not
have
about
the team
striking,
situation,
it's about
but
staying
say you
That's a pro-level
go be
test.
sticking with Storm Motorsports. I say yeah,
Knocks down
yeah,
only 5
I'm
pins there.
sticking
Looking
with
for the
Storm
spare
Racing.
here.
That's it for me. I say
2 pins remain after 2
you know,
balls.
been knowing them guys for a few years now, so you know, good group of
Not
guys.
flashy, but very effective, like my prom.
Go be rolling into these races. As
Not a
he
great
was
effort. Only
asking,
3 pins go down. Looking for the conversion.
was
Needs
it
a
y'all
good
gonna
shot.
be
6 pins
you know,
down after
joining
2
in
balls.
on the series? I say, well, I say I've been
They scored
virtually
8-9
nudging
in that frame.
the other 2. I'm talking about you and Andrew. Say yeah, we got this season coming up, hint, you know. But I told him, as Colby told me, because this time they're gonna do it kind of how they do it in real life. They're
8
gonna
pins go
allow
down,
folks
leaving
that's
the
over
7 and
2,800
8. Looking for
as
a good shot
they
right here.
they call them an exhibition
9
driver,
pins down
so
after
they
2
not
balls.
eligible for stage points or race points.
That's a full count. Smart
And they can
play.
only do up to
Just
8
chip away
races.
and get it done.
And they can't they can't participate in the final 3 races of the season. But they will have a chase format,
7
a
count
full
there.
chase
Now,
format. I mean, we kind
try
of
to
had a
convert
hybrid
here.
of that in the
Yeah.
elimination, where they did the final 6 people.
3 pins remain.
They did the
after 2
12, then
balls.
the 6. But yeah, they gonna do the full
They score a
chase
7
format
in
this
that
time.
frame.
So they're gonna use the same points format as they have right now.
Picks up 9
So
pins with just the 6
it'll be
remaining.
important to be in
for a
the
good
top,
shot right here.
maybe top 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Nice pickup. You've got to earn every
But yeah,
pin in
yeah,
duck pin,
but yeah,
and they just did.
we'll see. They supposed to be
Just a 4
starting
count
back
on that one. Looking for the
September
spare here.
19th, 18th, and 19th. So
6
let's
pins
see
down
if
after
the
2
X-Men was
balls.
I go run any other series. I say, well, I might. Let's say with how
They
these
score a
cars
9
drive,
in that frame.
hopping between series like that, you carry some bad habits.
Yeah.
Just
Knocks
trying
down
to
9
do it
pins there,
full
bringing the
time,
4.
because I tried that with Cup and
Just
the
one
O'Reilly
pin remains
card.
after 2 balls.
Since I was having all that bad luck with
10's
Cup,
10, and that one
I
was
just said I'm
earned.
gonna go keep
Nice
doing
job
all the
sticking with it.
races.
Yeah.
If that Cup car was how it drove, if it didn't
Not a
drive
great
like a
effort as only 3
tank,
pins go down. Looking for the
I know.
conversion, needs a good shot.
It really
you know,
does.
that car suits people
6 pins down after
that
2
maybe
balls.
like a tight, oversteer car, but I like something that you can kind of slip around
That's a
a
full
bit.
count.
You know,
Smart play. Just chip away and
you
get it
can't
done.
slip too much with that Cup car. 'Cause you'll find yourself slipping
Knocks down
into the
only 4
wall,
pins there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll try to convert here.
which I've done countless times. So, but yeah,
6 pins down after
but yeah, I
2
told
balls.
him if I do that, I don't know about trucks. I don't know if I'll be back for that. They too wild for me.
They score a 7 in that frame.
Be running decent, then
better
out
see
of
that
nowhere
replay.
it's like, okay,
Strikes
well, I
and
guess
duck
I'm
pin
done
are
for
rare.
today.
And that one was beautiful.
Exactly.
Takes out a mere 4 pins.
Then,
Looking for a good
if-
shot right here.
If they had
6 pins down after 2
I don't know
balls.
what they call the officials, but I think it was
Score
what
an
called
8 in that frame.
pickup carburetor,
Oh, the
pickup truck,
pickup
whatever.
cup. Pickup cup.
Yeah, whatever that truck series was called that they
Knocks
made you
down
run
6.
as a rookie,
Looking for the
Yeah.
conversion, needs a good shot.
and you had to run the old school trucks. I like those.
2
So
pins
those
remain after
wasn't.
2 balls.
I mean, they had some pretty good grip, but you can still kick them out, and the back end out some, and
They score a 9
seemed like
Yeah.
in
those
that
had a
frame.
little bit more power than the current trucks. They didn't. And it seemed like they were like neuter from
Knocks down 8
horsepower.
pins, leaving the 6
Right.
and 10. Good
Perspective.
chance at a spare here.
That's what the trucks are just like. You just breathing and then you're back on it, so you can't
8
really.
pins down after 2 balls.
It'll take a mistake from somebody to get by him. But
They score
yeah.
a 9 in that frame.
See if I may participate in that amp. I don't know, but kind of prefer to keep it
Puts only 7
it's
pins
one
in the
thing.
pit. We'll try to clean it up here.
hopping all through all different series and stuff.
Just the 1 pin remains after 2 balls.
Yeah,
10's 10, and that one was earned. Nice job sticking with it.
yeah.
What an exciting duck pin bowling event this
How's that
has been.
sushi earlier? That sushi you showed pretty good.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes get extra ginger with mine. It's something about the ginger. gender strips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Saw they had Larson on.
From
I
practice
look
sessions
forward
to
to
league
watching
play,
that because
this
they
bowler's been climbing
on door
steadily.
bumper
Now
clears.
comes
They
the toughest test
Freddie
yet.
be joking
They've
how
moved past just being
how
the newest pro.
they wouldn't let the Hendrick boys on them kind of shows.
Nasty split there.
Yeah, it's tough, but it can be
Plus, I want
converted
to
by knocking
see
that
what
3
Tony
pin
Ball
into the
said
4 and the
about his
7
son.
on the other side.
2 pins remain.
And
After 2
also,
balls.
I still didn't watch that part. Yeah, I
Used
gotta.
the whole frame
that
and made it
beginning
count.
and see
Nice
that.
recovery.
Yeah, it was like right. I was watching a little quick replay because I hadn't watched the
out
turf
9
race
pins,
yet
leaving just the
myself,
5.
and like I say, I was just watching a little clip of it, and
Good
because
opportunity
I
to pick
saw
up
a
the spare.
picture, and I was like, well, who is that? And I saw Luke Ball, and I'm like, oh man, somebody wrecked him.
You missed those
Oh,
like
what else?
inches
Excuse
in
me. Then
Duckpin,
they showed the
but
little
not this
clip,
time.
and
Nailed it.
they was, I saw a comment that said they didn't even make it, a full lap. And he was, showed him all smoking and
4:10
stuff
left
coming
here.
across
This
the
is tough.
finish
Yeah, you
line.
want to try and hit the left side of the 4.
So
and have it
I'm
take out
wondering,
the
was the
10.
track damp? I don't know what happened, really, but
Needs a
I mean,
good,
that'll be
solid
interesting to
effort here
see
to convert.
what happened from that.
Yeah.
9 pins down
That
after 2 balls.
I think he was doing modifieds
Yeah, I think
primarily.
he is.
Um, and maybe some mixed in with some late model stuff, but
Took all 3, but they cleaned it up. That's a strong 10 in Duckpin.
see, send me some.
That's the headset I just got. A cheap one.
Knocks down the 9 pins there,
Sounds
leaving the
pretty
5.
good.
Looking for a good
Yeah,
shot
it sounds
right
pretty
here.
good on my end. Okay.
Got it. That's a
I was
clean
on
Duckpin
a phone
spare.
in the bed
Smart,
last night and I
steady
saw
shooting.
the $25 and order this within 6 hours and get it later today. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
I was getting ready to ask you what color you had got, but I see the white. Yeah, I may just have something like that because the
Only
other
7
one,
pins go down.
the wireless
Looking for
one,
the
I do
spare
have.
here.
Somebody gave me that one.
9 pins
Person
down after
at
2
work
balls.
or whatever. You say, hey, you want a wireless headset?
Not
Because I was just
flashy,
used to
but very effective.
having
like my
something
prom
wired.
kids. That's how you keep your
Yeah.
game alive.
And plus I be hearing weird stuff about wireless
What's only
headsets, but I
6 pins
just
in
say,
the
well,
pin.
okay, I'll
Looking for
try
the
it.
conversion needs a good shot.
And I thought it was working decent until somebody said, hey, I can't really hear you, but I
8
got the
pins
mic
down
like
after 2 balls.
right to my lips. So I guess it's not the best quality
Score
headset,
an
but
8 in that frame.
yeah, I look into that.
I thought about this too. Like I was gonna get maybe the next time I get next paycheck, I might get the
Left the
the
7-9
keyboard.
split there.
With
It is
keyboard,
possible to
and
slide
then
the 9 into the 7, but the margin of error is
I
so
thought
small
about this.
that the shot has to be perfect.
the new keyboard I get. I'm like, I wonder if it's
Needs a
possible
good, solid
if I
effort
leave
here to
both
convert.
little like USBs into the computer for both keyboards. That way I can use this old
Just the
keyboard that I
1
have
pin
now,
remains
and I
after
can
2
keep
balls.
it over by my steering wheel, and then maybe they both can work.
Should.
Yeah, I thought I happened to think of that. I'm like, why didn't I ever think of that before?
So
I just need to find
They
I just
cleaned
need to
it up.
find
That's
something.
a strong 10 in
Now I
Duckpin.
just would like to find like a clamp thing that I can, clamp on there that, sticks up and around it, so I can put the keyboard somewhere. But
Knocks down only 4 pins.
I was
there.
gonna say,
Try to clean it up here.
I got or maybe you can find something like this. I
2
think I
pins
got out of
remain after 2
Walmart
balls.
a long time ago, but it's like a little short.
That's a
I
play
said
tag.
I'm gonna see if I can bring it in here and put it down somewhere, and maybe get rid of the TV tray. That way I can have something that's kind of
Just a
level,
4 count on
a
that
little
one.
bit lower
Now,
to the
try to
ground. But
convert here.
I was gonna ask if you had like a
2
little
pins
short
remain
table
after 2 balls.
that you can
They score a
You know, it doesn't have
9
to be
in that
something
frame.
too big, but just something that you could, sit beside you.
I
You can
do,
put,
yeah.
yeah,
I could do that
you
for
know,
now.
410, yuck.
yeah, because if you
Yeah, your
had
best
something like
shot
that,
here
then
is to just
you're
barely
not
flip
having
the
to
left side of the 4-pin and
put
slide it into the
something,
10.
Tough,
build
but
something up,
not
and
impossible shot here.
something just lightweight. You can move it out the way. If
8
you don't
pins down
want to
after 2
use it,
balls.
or not using it or something.
There was something I was
Uh,
looking at Amazon on, like
yeah,
something like this thing would be. I was looking at too. Like this would be something cool.
They score an 8 in that frame.
Like that's mostly, it looks like, for a laptop, but you could set a keyboard on that. I was looking at that.
Threaded the needle and wiped the deck.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how
Clamp
you
it
do
to
in
the
Duckpin.
steering wheel stand and have it like come out and around or something. And have
Yeah,
it
I
there.
was, yeah, I was thinking about something like that.
That's a
Yeah,
strike.
yeah, I think
In
that'd be
Duckpin, that's like
good.
gold. What a throw.
Looking for double strikes on this throw.
Would it be long enough to?
I think so.
I don't know how long to stretch out. Okay, holds up 17. Yeah,
Released
that's
just a
okay.
tad early on that
Max
one.
extension
Takes out 7 pins,
21.5
leaving the
inches.
139. Looking for the spare here.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Oh, come on, controller. Ugh.
Picked it up with authority. That's how you fight through a tricky frame. Seeking a double here. 9 count there with just the 6 remaining. Now, try to convert here.
Nice pickup. You've got to earn every pin in Duckpin, and they just did.
Yeah, when I got this headset I got now, it was about the same. I think about the same people that make that button box that I got.
9 pins down after 2
I
balls.
just went there right because the other headset I had, it was starting to mess up somewhat. I don't know because of the length of because I had it connected to another cord that went into the PC. But this one here is
Not
looked like
flashy,
it's working
very
pretty
effective,
good,
like my prom dates.
and
That's how you keep a game
I
alive.
like it because it still got the little switch that I can mute the mic with. So
Takes out just 5
This
pins.
thing has a
We'll
button
try to
on it
clean
too that I
up
can
here.
just mute it that way also, and
yeah. So I say I get this
2
one
pins
here,
remain
and
after
maybe
2
at some
balls.
point I'll get something you use for a wireless
3
set.
well-placed
You
balls
know,
and
is
the
it
pins are
decent to
gone.
have like a
That's how
backup
you
or
stay
something?
steady in Duckpin.
If I'm having to move around, then I can
Takes out 7
have
pins.
that
Looking for a
headset.
good shot right here.
Because I do have the
8
little
pins down after 2 balls.
earbuds, but sometimes you don't want to be wearing some digging in your ear all the time. I had to use those to do the podcast with.
They
That's
score
the
a 9 in
little
that
cheap
frame.
camera I got. I guess I need to get another camera, but I just went on the podcast just using my
Looks
cell
only
phone.
7 pins in the pit.
oh,
Because the Dell was telling me that this app
We'll try to clean it up
podcast,
here.
the name of the podcast application that they use, they have an app. So I got it, went to the app store,
2 pins
did
remain
that, and
after
when he
2
sent me
balls.
the link, I just went in and did the podcast that way, and
They
it,
score a 9
didn't have any
in that frame.
problems. I said I was telling him, I said that other camera I had, I was getting ready to rip it from the computer because I You know how
That's down
something
to only
going
5
on
pins
and
there.
you know you're live or you're in public or something, you're trying to keep a straight face, but deep down it's like, God damn it, I'm
Looking for the spare here.
just don't straighten out. But you know, I I
Perfect
I was about
placement.
ready to
You
get
don't
that
see
damn
clean
thing
spares
out of
like
there,
that
but
every day.
because it started fuzzing like them old school TVs used to be,
Mm-hmm.
and and eventually because I was trying to
Whoa!
move the
Total
camera
wipeout on the
around
first
and
ball. That's a
cycle it
strike you'll want to
through, and I say
replay.
maybe it'll act right, but it just kept doing it, and then eventually it just it the whole screen went
9
green.
down.
You know,
Looking
like
for a good
what they
shot right
all they
here.
saw on their end was a green screen.
Spares on the board. In
So
Duckpin, that is a
I
major
just turned the
momentum
camera
builder.
off. I just told Dub in the
Picks up 9
messaging
pins
thing. I
with just
say,
the 4
yeah,
remaining. That
you
wraps
know,
up
I'm
the
still
Duckpin
here.
match for
Just
us,
my
folks. We
camera,
appreciate you joining us.
just crap. It was one of them cheap $10-$20 cameras I had got a few years back by On.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they was
I
selling
have
on
a
them products at
I have a
Walmart.
couple different things of on like that. I have a couple Bluetooth little Bluetooth headphones that are pretty cheap that sound really good that last a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice looking camera, and it, you know, held up somewhat okay. I'd say I don't know what caused it to act that way, but I was like, well, I guess by the time to get rid of this, got my little money's worth out of it.
You've already been making quite a name
But
for yourself on the PBA tour. We
yeah,
wanted to congratulate you
just
by giving you a gift from our team. Thanks again for choosing to represent our brand out there. The U.S.
yeah,
Open
we
is
was talking
coming
about
up
that
soon.
homestead
Make us
races.
proud.
Say for some reason I couldn't figure out how to get that card. It's like the setup was too tight. I know somebody was talking about that with the iRacing setups. I don't know if you had saw it. It looked like somebody was suing one of the setup shops.
Oh God.
I'm like, is this real? Well, I don't know if somebody stole a setup. If it was the Conti guy that they was suing. I couldn't stand doing some of those officials sometimes. I couldn't tell you how many people had Conti on their car.
Yeah.
I'm like, what they doing? Giving out free setups or something? And then that was